distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before or what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Tootin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We'll send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Wide open downfield. Still on his feet. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. He's in open space downfield.
The return is tackled down at the 31, and the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hurley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment, like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Got it in the middle. It's Fry. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield. It's Craver. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Craver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Puts him in the spin cycle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Craven. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Gonna swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Craven. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Puts it out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him this time, and he's dragged down. The Gators will hustle to the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gators are on the move.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They'll try to run for it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Craven. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. That's reeled in. It's Craven. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Georgia sends out the punt team. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Hauls it in. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Caught. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw again. Complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that is another first down.
To the air on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Soft spot in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. spin. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And tackled there by the defense. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Gator! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We've got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big, converting this 2-point attempt and making it a 1-score game. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and it's a 1-possession game late. Down to 17 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and what a miracle it would be if they pull this out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He takes the knee, and the undefeated season continues. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.